Hi, this is Dala, and this is my first impressions of the Shengshou Pearl Megaminx. So I've had this for just one day, and I've already truly love this puzzle. It is such a good puzzle. Right out of the box, it was very different than other Megaminxes that are very popular, such as the X-Men, whereas the raw turning of it was just really fast, and that's something I really liked. This reminded me very much to the old Megaminx Megaminxes, where you can probably hear it, but there's just like no friction, but also no corner cutting. Very similar to this one, where this one has almost no corner cutting compared to the X-Men V2. And that is the biggest flaw of this puzzle. So looking at the stickers, they have already started chipping kind of badly, but like that's to be expected with a Shengshou puzzle. You can see the stickers have somewhere, and my nails are not long. So that kind of sucks, but that is to be expected. So when I first got this puzzle, I really liked it, but as I said, the corner cutting was something to work on. So the first thing I did was, after half a day of just turning it, I decided to lube it. And for that, I used some weight 3. And that caused the puzzle to become much slower. And then it was left with a really slow and a puzzle that doesn't corner cut. So after that, my times dropped a lot, and I was getting really slow times with this puzzle because it was not corner cutting very well, and it was very slow. After breaking in the lube, however, the puzzle has gotten its speed back, as you can see. And with some break-in, the corner cutting has gotten a little bit better, and this makes this a viable puzzle to main. So this puzzle has these edges kind of winged on the corners, which remind me very much of the old Diane, where it has these ridges coming out. However, these ones are much more shallow and are less distracting when solving. So I really enjoy that. So this is a really good choice from Shengshou, and it makes it so you don't need tiles or the sculpted version of the X-Men. It kind of lets you have the extra grip like that one does. Compared to the original Shengshou, the feel is very similar, and you can tell that they're from the same company. And if I had to guess, it'd be because of the plastic that they chose to use. It's very similar, cheap, and I think that can be a good thing, whereas it breaks in very nicely, as the Shengshou is used to. And I'm sure this is going to be a great Megaminx after some more solves. So for my plans with this puzzle, I'm going to continue solving and breaking it in. I want to order some magnets, and I want to magnetize this, which might be difficult because this is actually kind of weird, but the corners are actually a 2-piece design. So as you can see, the corners are 2, so you have to put the magnets in here. And then the edges are, 2 pieces as well. So this part is going to be 1 piece, and you're going to have to magnetize it all the way around, kind of like that. So that's going to be different than magnetizing other puzzles, but it should work nonetheless. With this puzzle, I have really high hopes. The more solves I do on it, the faster it seems to get. And the fastness of the puzzle allows me to get faster times, where there's like not a lot of friction between the plastic, where I can see what I want to do and I can just trigger it really quickly. Whereas on other puzzles, you know what you want to do, but the puzzle restricts you of how fast you can turn. So I really like the fluidity of this puzzle. And as it breaks in, hopefully the corner cutting gets better, and then this becomes a really good puzzle overall. So that's about all for my first impressions. Basically, it is really good, and it is likely going to be my main. I have really high hopes for a magnetic version of this and fully lubricated. I have yet to lubricate the core yet, and that's only going to improve the speed of the raw turning, because it's hard to hear, but there is slight spring noise, so there is some resistance there that could be fixed with lubricating the core. But after all that, I expect a really great puzzle, and I'll be sure to make a review and tell you what I think and put it up against the X-Men V2M, which is magnetic. And buying magnets and applying this, it comes in slightly lower cost. So if you're willing to put in the time of magnetizing it, this could be a great option for a main Megaminx that is also magnetic for that cheaper than very premium magnetic Megaminxes that are sold on popular cubing websites. So lots of good plans for this puzzle, and make sure to stick around and see what happens with it. Peace.